delay. We've had a couple little technical spiffs tonight. The racing action is already going on. We are going to jump right into this as soon as I hit this button right here. Dover double points tonight for a lot of these guys. I'm going to see some new names up here too. Monster, War Pig, Let Loose, Spanker, Aqua, the Private Patent, RJ. I don't know who the hell Mustard Coop is. That's a new one on me right there. And then obviously a Jose Protege. That's going to be who's going to be out there tonight on the track. They've already completed 24 at 200, so let's not delay this action anymore and jump right in. Again, I do apologize. We did have a little tafu out there, but got it all worked out. I hope everybody's had a good work week. Everybody's staying warm where they need to. Trust me, it's been getting cold in Texas too, but today was not so bad. Don't forget it's your holiday season out there, as we all know. Take care of the ones that help take care of you. Waitresses, nurses, everybody like that. And I'm going to jump right in, and the first car that it's going to put me on is the 38. So that tells me that Mustard Coop was probably our pole sitter right there. RJ Smitty running his typical 53 private patent in the traditional private patent style, the number 12. Jose Protege in that Ford Mustang. Just Ken in the 3, one of my favorite 3 schemes out there. Spanker in that 3451 of Aqua Tatty. Monster Racing in his Monster Energy number 1. Let Loose in that 37. War Pig running that 11. Back to Mustard Coop up here. I'm assuming that's the leader. Unless something has drastically happened, I can't tell exactly who's running where because of the delay. There we go. Today, Junior, get it spit out. It has put us back a little bit, so missing the start, seeing how the racing action has broke up. Double points for these guys tonight. Some of the best action on the track right now. It looks like there's going to be a battle for our, can't tell what position, but RJ Smitty tracking down at number 3, Just Ken. Obviously, tricky points of this track that we all need to know about and all remember about are the outside wall coming off at 2. You can get a great run and a great drive into that corner, but coming off of it, smacking that wall is going to be a big momentum killer. Damage and everybody else behind you is also going to get collected, as the 4 car of Jose Protege looks like he just got a little loose. This track is obviously a tire eater, depending upon how you drive it. Not really able to save tires in any shape, form, or way, but some people figure out, they do it. I just let her eat. Just let her eat. And the 4 right there gets loose coming down. And she's trying to signal, and I don't think that was a signal quite yet. With no white line right there. These guys have to at least try to make a call out for them. Just Ken in that 3. Spanker in that 34 still. Aqua Tatty running in that 51 scheme. He was right behind RJ trying to track him down. Let me see if I can at least jump over to Tatty's screen here and see what's going on lap leader wise, because I can at least see the yeah, so that is the 38. So Mustard Coop is out there. He is the leader. 1, 2, 3, 4. Patati's in 7th. So Patati being in 7th, we are going to go and try to do the rundown like this. As in, well, nope, never mind. Can't do it. They're coming down the pit lane right now. War Pig in that 11 all the way down the leader. Mustard Coop right there. He's coming down. So now this is going to mix and change everything back up. On board with RJ, Patton, they're staying out. That'll give them fresher tires here on a very, very tough track. Protege still in that 4 car, the 3 of Just Ken. 34 of Spank coming down. I got to say that name in a long time. Back to Taddy. It looked like there was only 10 drivers competing tonight. Ow. And so there should be pretty well fairly, they give each other enough room, especially on strategies on how everything works out. We'll give it a couple laps here, see if it cycles through. I will jump back to Taddy streaming here in just a minute to figure out how this all pans out. Got a couple people out there in YouTube land. Thank you for tuning in as always on a Tuesday night for the GC Sports Ace Sliders. Double points event for these guys again tonight at Dover. Got the opportunity to attend this race when I was in the Air Force Station out in that area. Beautiful track, great seats. The higher the better. The higher the better. Plus it's cool because the Air Force Base is right across the street, so when they take off for the flyover, you can hear them get a couple extra minutes of jet action, which is never a bad thing. Taddy looked like he was slowing down. Oh, that must have been in the stage. There we go. That was the stage. Since we were joining it late. Stage or caution. Hamilton said, I'm just here to root for my fellow Group B drivers. So we have Patton, Jose, and Just Ken top 3. RJ, Let Loose, Monster top 6. 7th is Taddy, Mustard is 8. Spanker and Warpig round out your top 10. So we're going to rack them and stack them here, guys, and get ready to take on Miles the Monster again. So the 38 led a good portion of that, and he will be your first car a lap down, so that should give him the lucky dog. That should put Spanker the first car a lap down. And Warpig was already 2 laps down. But Patton, with his strategy, going to have one of them GTR boys to his outside. We're going to do a little boom vision. Here we go. Green flags in the air. Computer releases these guys. Good jump for the 4 car to the outside. Mustang's going to hold up both the front row. He gets them cleared. Patton's to the inside. Just Ken on the third spot. RJ Spitty's going to drag everybody on the outside around. Gets through that area clean. Again, very good area. It's a very difficult area to get through when you got cars to the outside. Let's jump on board with Taddy. He's going to make a move to the outside of 53. Sometimes you got to check up. Oh, did he clip the wall? I think he did. Clipped the wall just a little bit, lost a little bit of momentum, and there's some bumping and banging. Looked like between the 37 and the 38 of Coop and Let Loose, I think that is, and Let Loose just kills the wall right there, right behind the Monster Energy, trying to see where he wants to go and find a hole to make through. Aquatati running that high side around Just Ken as he clips the wall. That's going to make him touch RJ. That's going to give Coop a chance to get caught back up. Just that quick, the standings get mixed up as Private Patton is starting to pull away about 3 or 4 car lengths. Just Ken right there with him too. So that's your top 3. RJ's worked his way up, and he's trying to work that high line. But see, it's a great line on older tires sometimes if you can make it work when everybody's there. But on these fresh tires, you just don't get that run and that drive and that momentum, in my opinion. Everything's different. So yeah, they just let loose. He's got checked up a little bit back there in that 37. The 11 car Warpig. Stay in it, buddy. Stay in it. Stay in that 11 car. RJ really trying to work that high side. I don't know if he's trying to save tires. I don't know if it'll work up there. I've never saved fueler tires. I don't know how that's going to work, but we got ourselves a battle. Let's jump on Coop as Jose Protege makes contact right there. 4. Hits the 38. The 38 is able to retain. Gets back into the groove. Gets behind Just Ken in that 3. And things that Private Patton loves to see. Everything going on in his rear view mirror. The 38 is possibly, like I said, our pole sitter. Looked very dominant in that first stage was quite out, was far out on everybody. Let's see if he can try to track these guys down. But running through the field like that, that's going to make you use your car up a little bit. Where Private Patton has been able to hold on to, you know, a comfortable pace for himself and not have to push his car. Jose Protege in that 4 car is now making a move to the inside of that 3. Just Ken might lose that spot, but again, Coop gets right through there. RJ Smitty back in that pink of Rich Marflores 53 car. Loves seeing that. And Coop now on a mission to try to track down the 12. Can he get there? Both of them in Mustang and in Chevrolet. That's the way we're running in the top 3. Jose Protege and RJ Smitty right behind them. That is your top 5. Not far behind them though, Spanker and then Monster Racing. Can they go single file? Can they get hooked back up? Cars in the back have fallen off just a little bit. Aqua Taddy's not having a good night. He is on pit lane already. Aqua Taddy already on pit lane. And he has got a lot on his plate, so hopefully everything's alright there. Monster Racing making a move to the inside of 34 to Spanker. Spanker's forced to stay on the high side. That's going to give Monster great momentum on the inside, but Spanker's got to keep it off the wall, and he does a great job of it. Monsters trusts him and sticks right there with it. I'm going to drive it down into 3 and 4 right here. Still side-by-side action out of these two, and it looks like this might be it as Monster gets that run going into turn 1. Gets him clean and green pass right there. Let loose, hold on, and that 37 back there, back on board with 38. Let's do a lap with him. Let's see if he's running a different line or how everything's going to pan out. Looks like he might have closed the gap on Private Patton just a little bit, but if to close anything on Private, like see, he just clips the wall. That says something. That says you're doing something. If you're holding on to Private Patton's pace, we've seen him in customs, we've seen him in the sliders. The man is just all around phenomenally dominant. He has had his off weeks, as we saw him miss some pit lane action a couple weeks ago, which was very unfortunate for him. Took him out of that race, but coming back with a vengeance here. As I wet my whistle there with a delicious adult beverage, as everybody knows of my choosing right there, my choice. Going to get back on board here with RJ Smitty. Everybody now has kind of gone single file. I'm really interested to see if that 38 can try to catch up to that 12. The 12 again save it a little bit and can press harder. Is the 38 pressing too hard, eating his stuff up? He has made up some noticeable ground. On board with Mr. Jose in that 4 car behind him. That's RJ, who's behind Ken, who's behind Coop, and who is still reeling in the leader very slowly. The leaders, the top 2, and then we got 3rd, 4th, 5th. If you watch, they're all running a different line. I know I say this all the time, but sometimes controller, the wheel makes a difference. Sometimes you just make a mistake, like it looked like Ken might have done there. Drove it in too deep, drove it up, and he brought it back down. But staying out of the throttle, drifting it up, rolling back into the car, the throttle. As we just see Jose do a great job of closing in on this 53 car. Jose's been making some strides, looking good this year. These 3 have a chance at trying to track down. I don't know, those top 2 are checked out. And there it is. And Coop has really reeled in Private Patton now too. So let's see what happens. Patton's going to run that 2nd lane just a little bit higher. Runs it down. Gets a great drive. But so does the 38 of Coop here. I can hear too, just staying out of that throttle a little bit. Now Coop's got the draft effect. I mean, just a little bit of it. So that's going to help reel him in too. That's going to make him have to check up. And he's right to the rear bumper of the leader of the 12 car. We've got ourselves a battle and a fight for the top 1st position up here. Tires seem to be doing all right now. The draft obviously helping Cooper. He can back out of it a little bit. let that draft pull him in, so that might help him save tires as Patton running that second lane. As we see Coop making a move to the inside, trying to peek his nose underneath. Says, nope, not going to do it, but I will clip that wall to the outside. Not going to check him up too much. He saw where Patton ran that last lap. Patton saw where he ran. Looks like they switched lines right there, trying to anticipate one another, and it didn't work. Backfired for both of them. So another lap led for the 12 Private Patton as he runs that second lane, or just above. That's, I'd call it lane and a half. That sounds good to me. And again, the 38 goes up. He takes it just a little bit higher, but 12 does rain. He does not all the way on the apron either, too. So both of them getting a little wiggly right there, trying to hold on to this draft. We got ourselves a fight for first. I like it. I like it. Let's real quick go back, see where everybody else is at. Jump before we jump back up there. Look, we got a battle back here. There we go. There's Spanker. He's behind Monster, who's on the inside of Jose, who's behind Ken, who RJ has made his way around. So that is how that has all worked out. We did miss how these passes have happened, but that battle for the lead, the battle for first, has heated up and is pretty much as hot as you're going to get right now. You can't get much closer than what those guys are. Will pit strategy come into play for these guys? Didn't work out for Coop before. Pat might have, if he's leading now, I don't know if he'll be able to save. He's got to push unless he short pits or something. I don't know how that's going to happen. A long race for these guys tonight too. 200 laps here. That's a long race for anybody. So you got to be on your toes the entire time, and it looks like 38 gives the 12 car a little bump, saying, hey, I might be a little faster. I don't know what you're doing. Now the 38 has mimicked that line of the 12. RJ Smitty, with no help from behind, I give him a push. Just gonna watch those guys and will check out, but wants to see his rear view clean up so he can at least finish third in this stage. These two up front have definitely hit the clicker. They've got it going on. They've got these slider cars set up. We've all played, we've all raced so long, we know what adjustments we like, and I know that I've got a book full of adjustments for sliders and setups and little notes next to them, just like I did with my real race book at each track. We did this year, next year it didn't work, but in a video game they should ultimately almost be pretty similar. GTR, Jose Protege in that 4 car trying to chase down that number 3 of Just Ken. Spanker back there trying to give that number 1 of Monster a push. It makes it difficult too when you ain't got a lot of cars on the track. You got a lot more freedom, but that means at the same time you don't have a lot of other cars to help you out with, as I think we just saw a move from Jose Protege right there, make it on Ken. Everybody trying to do a little wheeling and dealing here, getting dicey, getting loose. We might be seeing some green flag pit stops coming up soon, as Private Pat, now running up even higher, has pulled out on that 38. Did the 38 give away everything? Did he use his tires up too quick trying to chase these guys down? Did he try to eat these tires up trying to get past them? Still comfortably, very comfortably in second, as these guys probably have a 15-second gap, it seems like, but oh, Warpig and Let Loose have a little battle going on back here in that 11. RJ Smitty Yeah, these guys are checked out. They're going into 3 and 4 as he's coming out of 1 or 2 just now, going into 3 and 4. So these guys are probably end up going into 1 and 2 as he's coming out. So again, nothing to lose, nothing in the game for RJ. Just ride it smooth, be be cautious, don't make a mistake. RJ's very talented, custom sand sliders. He's done this long enough. He knows what he's got to do to keep that car in position to ultimately win, and that's start up front for the next stage, and hopefully nothing happens. And obviously you can't win on the first lap of any stage or of the race like some people think. As we see the 11 on that end car right there, 11 car of Warpig going to come down and get himself 4 freshies with a belly fuel. Here it is. And it looked like there it was. The 12 just ducked off the pit lane and Coop has stayed out. What's that going to do? Is he going to try to go an extra couple laps? Is he going to try to trap him? Is he going to come down for fuel only? Is he going to come down to get tires? What is Coop going to do? Oh no, he's going to come down now. So, going to jump back on board with Patton, which hasn't even hit his pit box yet. Ooh. This is going to get interesting. Patton's going to come off first because he got to his pit box first. So RJ Smitty's down there too, so he's now. So yep, Private Patton is left. The 38 just now making it to his pit box. Jose Protege still on pit box. Spanker coming down now. So let's get back to Patton and see when Coop leaves. It looks like they should be leaving now. He's going to pass Jose. No, he's going to pass the 38. He's going to pass. So, if the 12 car is the leader, which I don't have in monitoring right now, that could really mix things up. Ooh, Patton smacks the wall pretty good there. So he just passes him. Okay, okay. This could be interesting now. I don't have anybody. I don't know if anybody else does stream. I know Taddy was the only one streaming. Again, he is taking that RWR car to the pit lane for the night. We're Pig on the 11. He's out here. I know he's a lap down, possibly 2. I want to see now, how's this going to work? Because Coop's got, what, 1 lap fresher tires, and he sees the 12 in front of him. Will that bring the back up? Was Coop leading? Coop leading, and Pat. This could be the battle for first or second again, maybe, even though he just passed him. I'm a little confused, but again, without having a ticker, we always talk about in an end race, makes things a little difficult. But we'll do the best we can here at GC Sports to give every one of these slidery guys the opportunity to get the airtime they deserve and the results, and see how this pulls out for this double points at Dover race. This Warpig pulls up in front of 12 there and lets him go by. That's a lot of respect. Looks like Let Loose is now on pit lane. Coop's going to have to... Oh, Coop just kills that outside turn 2 wall. I mean, I'd be lying to say if I haven't done it 2 times. Overdriving. Missing your marks. Just going to check him up just a little bit. Going to get up to the 11 car of Warpig right now. Warpig sees where he's at. It's a good line right there. I can see Dean and Warpig. I was going to say Dean right there is going to pull up to the outside. Class act. And try to let Coop track him down. RJ Smitty, nobody around him. Private Patton coming up on, I think that's the 4 car of Jose. It is. Just Ken, nobody around him. Spanker, nobody around him. Nobody's around Taddy right now. These guys have all spread out amongst the track. So let's go back real quick since everybody's running single file. Jose's running 12. Is that going to help him out? It's not going to gain him up a little bit, but we'll see how it pans out. Coop has been fast all night. We have seen it. Yep. Clips the wall just a little bit. And it doesn't look like he's making as much ground up this time on the 38. It just doesn't, I mean on the 12. The 38, it just doesn't seem like it. Even with that car of Jose right in front of him. Again, I'm presuming this is how everything pulled it out. Oh! I don't know if that was a lag or had to have been a lag. Jose just went way up and way down. Might have been a little bit of a pucker factor for Patton right there. Keep an eye on that situation, but if he's gaining, it's by tenths, but he likes to run on just a little bit lower line than that 12 car. I mean, it is a shorter way around, but you know, run up a little bit more, you gain an extra mile an hour or so, a couple mile an hour of speed. And I don't see Jose checking a 12 up. I just see the Jose over a little bit, but Patton is probably out there. Getting a little frustrated by now. They're going to be coming up on another lap car, and judging from the distance. Again, I don't know if they're a lap car. I'm assuming because these guys were running first or second before the pit cycle. So, looks like just Ken. I mean, I could be entirely wrong on who's leading the race right now. Man, things you like to have. I don't even think the new ignition has it. I haven't even heard anything about it other than the first week's reviews, which were less than stellar, to be polite on air. I know that it is not sitting in my inventory yet. Okay, now there's 2 cars in front of Pat, and now Jose is going to get out of his way, and I think that's just Ken right there with him. Now Coop's going to have to navigate and deal his way around Jose. Jose's got that draft. I think that's lag coming out of him right there. Yeah, he's going to go up high. Coop's got to get to him. He's going to go to the inside. And that's going to open the door for the 38. And with all this happening, he is now really steadily closed in on the 12. Looks like that's just Ken right in front of him. And then let loose in the 37. They're both going to go up high as the 12's going to go underneath them. Very bold move right there. Because he could have clipped the wall and come down into him. Lap traffic has now come into play to battle out with our leaders here. Let loose, going to back off the throttle early, but these guys catching each other very quickly. Coop now in that draft. And that's going to get him an opportunity to get right to that rear bumper again of 12 until he did that. Oof. Oof. But he still has to draw the draft of the 3 car again. So that's going to keep him up there. Run that low line. Ken goes up high. We've seen that a little bit earlier out of Ken. Only 7 to 10 cars between him and Private. Now that closes in. Coop's going to get back to the bumper again. And keep it way low. Trying to get around the 3 car right here. He's going to go up to the high side as the 12 car clips the wall. That's going to slow him up. That's an opportunity for 38 right here. Great little battle. Again, I'm presuming for the lead. And Coop's going to try to dive underneath that 3 right now. No contact being made. You can see him turn left just a little bit. He's going to drive her in deep and get right to the, get underneath him clear. And get back to the bumper of the 12 car. So that's where we were at right there with those guys. We watched that battle happen. Battle for first is back on. RJ Smitty. Now we'll have to negotiate his way back up there. Jose Protege falling off just a little bit, but we saw that. That's just Ken. He just saw those guys get around him. Spanker in that 34. In the unfortunate circumstance for Caddy. Monster in the monster car. Let loose. And oh, I think Warpig tried to come down pit lane. I think that's what happened. We just caught on board with it. He got below that apron. And, yeah, he just took the wall to the face. That's not good. So, but I think that's exactly what he was trying to do, is those guys go back around him again. And just Ken has gotten back around the 38. So, again, I'm not wondering if Ken was battling for that position. I don't know if he's signaling here or if he's just trying to get around Ken. No, he was signaling. Definitely slowing down. Slowing down. So, Coop now coming down the pit lane. RJ Smitty going to stay out. Patton staying out. Let's see how this all plays out. I don't know how it's going to play out. I can't tell who's leading. Trying to. Okay, some monsters coming back out. If anybody out there in YouTube land has a friend on YouTube that's following, and you know that they're streaming, hit that site up. Give me some insight. Let me know who's leading. The lap we're on. Anything. I'm just a puddin' trying to figure everything out. Normal Tuesday broadcaster was unable to make it again tonight. That was part of the delay. I apologize for that. Everybody here in GC Sports deserves their moment in the spotlight throughout the week. I was going to say I heard reverb on that, so I knew there was another car around Smitty. That was Monster. So Monster had already pitted, so he's on first 4 tires, but I heard that he had a different car around him. Jose's down to pit lane. Banker's still out there. This guy's running around. 200 laps here at double points at Dover. Sometimes it does get a little frustrating when you can't catch anybody in front of you and you're just cruising around. Then that's when you find yourself making mistakes most, as Patton just now comes down the pit lane. Spanker's on pit lane right there. Because it's frustrating because you find yourself overdriving. At least I do, because I'm trying to do something new. I'm like, look, nobody's around me. Then I overdrive it, and then I make a mistake, cause a mistake. 5 people in YouTube land. What's up, guys? We appreciate it. Patting down pit lane. Protege running that number 4 car. Cannon at 3. Spanker now leaving pit lane. Going up through the gears. Keeping it on the bottom of the apron. Lets Monster go by. That's about where you have to. About where you have to blend. Very difficult pit lane to get off of. As we saw from Warpig earlier, difficult to get on too sometimes. Coming off that transition from the banking upsets the car. You're hard on the brakes. You're trying to get through the gears. Makes things difficult. Checking on stuff. Seeing what's going on. Yeah, no updates from anything else out there. On board with Coop. Looks like he has made some ground up too. Private Patton. Once again, this has been the best battles on the track. I'm going to leave it here just for 1 second, guys. Give me a split second. I'll be right back. Alright guys, sorry about that. Just trying to take care of something. 38, still tracking down the 12, the 53 of RJ. Trying to track everybody down. And I don't know who's leading. Heck, it could be Protege for all I know. These guys have been following him now. I don't even know how many laps are left. Or what stage we're in. As they make their way around. Jose. Just Ken out there. Ken seems pretty, I don't know why, but everybody knows that black and orange are my colors. mixed in with some purple and pink and stuff. But there's that scheme, one of my favorite schemes on that car. Banker in at 34 behind him. And I think that was it. I think that might have been the stage. I think that was it. So we'll be able to give you at least a good idea what the results were when we're going to rack them back up here. Unless that was the race, which I don't think it was. But we'll find out. And unfortunately too, I don't know how we're going to get any of the top 3 for post-race into the booth tonight, so Warpig said he forgot to change his wheel settings. Yeah, that happens. Yeah, I've done that. I have done that, so yeah, I don't understand. I don't think we'll be able to get the post race up here afterwards. So again, that's no offense to anybody. It's just the way it all happened tonight. So just Ken off pit lane, Private Patton, Coop, RJ, Monster Spinker, Jose, Warpig. That's going to be how we're going to line them up here, as Ken's going to take the lead. At least we got an idea of everything, how everything's panning out now until and let loose in at 37. So that's how everything's going to pan out till pit stops. Just Ken out there lead now. Oh, and the 12 and the 53 make contact. Top 2 have started to check out. Battle back there with RJ and Private Patton. Click back here. Let loose Spanker, Jose Protege and Warpig just watching it all go down. Ooh, 53 and 1 make contact. Private Patton now track down Ken. That's the battle for second. Coop is now leading. This guy's all behind him. Again, not a big field, but A-class drivers. If everybody's listened to them and knows the rules and how you got to get here, there's a reason and why they're here. You know? There's a reason and why these guys are here in the A-class. And that's why it's not completely full. One step at a time, these guys have gone through the process. C, B, obviously now up here. And it makes it more difficult when you don't have a lot of these drivers up there. As Jose Protege, he does more than kiss the wall right there. He gave it a big old hug. You don't have a lot of drivers, but the racing gets a little bit better, and you can drive your race a little bit more. Get 30 trucks or 30 cars out there, and it does make things difficult, and that's what happens with the C. But these guys have gone through that. Even the C-class racing here at GC Sports has been phenomenal. You know, unfortunately, things do happen. That's why they do call it racing. It's not called winning; it's called racing. Wrecking happens, winning does happen, but racing is the broad term for it. Now we've seen reverse roles. Coop been following that 12. What's that 12 going to do to that 38? Can Monster and that 53 of RJ, can they get hooked up? If they stay bumper to bumper like that, they can utilize a little bit of that draft. 12 can't exactly get to that bumper to 38 yet. Does the 38 push? Eat his equipment up? Does he save till the 12 gets to him? Do the 12 and the 38 both save? Knowing that this is what, stage 3 now. And go on same pit strategy. Things are going to happen. We don't know what they're going to be, but we'll figure it out one lap at a time here at GC Sports A Sliders Double Points at Dover. Back on board with Jose Protege. Some names that we haven't heard or seen tonight missing from the field. Hopefully they're alright. But 'tis the season of overtime. 'Tis the season of working. 'Tis the season of being with your friends and family. I can't believe this year has gone this quick already. But damn, yeah, it has gone very quick. The older you get, the more time flies. I didn't believe my grandpa, but let me tell you what, he wasn't lying. So take every day that you guys got out there and enjoy it, make the best of it. Spanker trying to get to the 37 and let loose in that 34. Taddy, still not moving. One car monster now, again with that 53. I think that their best deal would be to work together. You can get a little bit of that draft. Don't race each other, I guess, is the big thing. They could try to get to that second place of the 12 car private patent. And then those three can obviously try to hook up and go after the third of Coupe. And it looks like that's not going to work because the 53 got very loose there. It's going to let Monster go around him. So now the roles are going to be reversed, but Let Loose can get up there. Oh, he clipped the wall too, so he's got to be careful about that. Oh, RJ! RJ clips the apron and spins it around. That is what we call a not happy RJ Smitty right now. No caution, single car. One car did get into him. Do not have the replay button, but we saw it live. He just, RJ's not happy, I promise you that. Known RJ for some time now. He is probably a little upset. Again, to say the least. The 38 and the 12, though, have definitely really been the class of the field. Monster Racing now sitting in that third position. Let's do a little over the roof right here. Chase cam with Pat, like we did with the 38, as the 38 was chasing this car. Funny how things like that work out. I think we just saw RJ on pit lane. I think that was him. It would only make sense, especially after that incident. RJ was looking very strong too, running in the top 3, top 5 most of the night. But it happens to the best of us. Very tricky track. This guy's staying out of the throttle, getting back into it. A little battle back here as we're on board with Jose with the Spanker and Let Loose. As the 34 is going to clear the 37. Jose Protege and that GTR, that one of those GTR boys. Let me tell you what, those guys are a real talkative group. I was just in a chat with the GTR guys. Oh, let loose! Oh! We just saw that. He was on board with Jose. 37 got up on the left side, bicycle, went down. Jose straight T-bones him and keeps going as Just Ken goes around him. We did see a little bit of lag out of that. At least I'm presuming it was lag out of Jose earlier when he went up high and down low. So I'm assuming that was a technical difficulty. Hopefully it didn't affect that 37 to let loose as Jose gets back around Just Ken, who fired us off here on stage 3. Monster. Let's see who's in front of him. Can't see who's in front of him. I'm gonna go back up here to, as of now, I know who is the leader. And that is Coop. Alright, this might be a little embarrassing, but I think it just dawned on me who Coop is. Used to be a person out there called Mayo Coop. Well, I'm gonna have to take a great swing at the fence. Mayo Coop, Mustard Coop, why don't we just call him Condiment Coop? That is who I think this is now. Again, maybe it's been a while since I've seen that name, but it's dawned on me. Yeah, I think this might be Mayo Coop, formerly known as. I don't know if I could see him as Ketchup Coop, though. That would just be weird. I don't know. We'll just call him Condiment Coop. I like that better. Or Relish Coop. Hot Sauce Coop. Doesn't sound as quite the same, but... If I was a betting puddin', which I am a betting puddin', I do like to gamble a little bit, I would have to assume that that would be there. Okay, things are making sense when it comes to that. Haven't seen it up here in the sliders last week, but it's alright. Whatever flavor of the week he wants to be, he has a private patent on his rear bumper. These guys have been chasing each other and tracking each other down all night. Trying different strategies, trying a little of this, trying a little of that. Haven't seen any cautions. Can't remember what the cautions are on, but the two cautions that we should have seen weren't going to be cautions, single cars. Got some Mustang crime happening up here, but we also see pit lane being pretty busy right now as the leaders go around. Again tonight, the way the broadcast chat was set up, unfortunately, we will congratulate all of the top 3 on air, obviously, but not be able to speak with them. So I do apologize for that, but we will make it up to them down the future. Don't forget to like and subscribe in YouTube land to that GC Sports. And Private Pat now making big moves, trying to go high, trying to go low. Or is he, or is it just on my screen? Oh, he gives Coop a big old push. I think he said, I got more tire. I think I got more car. I think he said, I'm right here. And the newest addition to the Puddin' family just jumped up in my lap. Little Frank over here, about the size of my foot, says, I want to watch as second place. Private Patent comes down. So now I want to see this again. I want to see where he comes in and where Patent comes out and where that's going to come into relative. And will there be another pit stop? So Coop comes down now. And Private Patton is just now getting to his pit stall. So we saw this before where it took Coop just as long to get down. Patton was leaving just as long, just as Coop was coming to the pit. So I'm trying to see if we see that happen again here. On board. Probably to the left side. So there it is. There it is. So Coop just now came down. Hit his pit box. Pat has now left. So, let's look at this little battle real quick of Jose Protege and Just Ken. Get themselves a nice little fight going on. Just Ken, Spanker, Monster, Let Loose, War Pig. Coop's back on the track. Private Patton is now exiting, coming down the backstretch. So this is one of those things where I really could use a ticker to see who, what, when, why, and where of how this panned out. Patton's coming down, going into 1 and 2 now. And seeing how this panned out earlier for these guys, would you have changed it up? If it worked for one, then the other one was like, yeah, I'm doing it again. But Coop said, I want that extra set, that extra lap of fresher tires, which fresh tires make a difference. Yeah, and I don't know what lap we're on. Don't know how. I know it's 200 laps. Don't know if we have to pit again. I don't know what the stage breaks are or what laps they were at. I don't have a clue to anything. So, please forgive me. Normally we got some insider help. But again, things happen. Life happens. We did want to get on air tonight and make sure these guys again get their spotlight, get their moment. This is the A-Siders, just coming down in that 3 car. The one thing I can guarantee you is whenever that checker flag drops, we'll be able to tell you who the winner is. How's that for you? I know, no brainer, right? No brainer. Looks like Jose Protege down the pit lane. Ooh, Spanker just spanked the wall. He said naughty wall. That is a naughty wall. This was for me one of my. I enjoy this track on shorter levels. You know what I mean? Like fun lobbies, not long percent. I just get frustrated with myself over time for missing points, and restarts are very difficult, especially where we're seeing Coop come through. Things happen, you get taken out due to no fault of your own, no facts of your own. So he gets around War Pig pretty cleanly. Back on board with a very fast but pretty upset RJ Smitty, like I said. Hit that apron. Send that beautiful Richmar Floors 53 flying through the air. Well, not necessarily, but he did send it spinning. Somebody who's been competitive all night. You know he's up here, either lead or not. The 12 of Mr. Private Patton, one of the most dominant people that we've seen so far here in GC Sports, both sides. But That 38 of Coop has been giving him a run for his money, letting him know he's been there all night. Strategies have been played. Strategies are going to have to stick with it now. You know, that's what it is. Trying to find a good battle on the track right now. Looks like Let Loose is trying to spank her right there in that 34. Again, Warpig said he put the wrong wheel settings in. I know that has happened before. 38 of Coop. Got nobody around him. On one lap pressure, tires and patent. Is that going to make a difference? How's that going to pan out? Are we going to see lap traffic come into play? He's got nobody behind him. Is he trying to chase the 12, or is the 12 chasing him? We don't know. RJ Smitty in that 53 car coming down the pit lane. Again, very frustrated after hitting that transition and spinning. I'm on board with the 12 now. He's got two cars in front of him that aren't the typical 38 that we have seen most of this night. With no ticker, with Taddy being out of the race right now, not having that extra in-car or IRR footage of what lap we're on. I know we're in stage 3. We've already seen one green flag pit stop. I don't know what the stages are. Patton was chasing 38. He came down the pit lane second. The 38 of Coop came down a lap later. But we saw how that panned out too, so I'm assuming that would have to at least transition. I mean, I'm assuming Coop would still be the leader, but 704 or Motorsport Group or whoever you are, when you make a NASCAR game, I'm going to make my dear Santa wish list to you right now. A live ticker for our next arcade style video game. If you're listening to me out there, that's what I want from Santa Claus. A broadcast ticker. We were advertised. We were promised. Until it didn't work. But 10 cars tonight here at Double Points Dover, GC Sports, 80 sliders. See, there's a couple new names and a couple names that we haven't seen, but this 'tis the season. Extra work, family, all of that happens. Gotta be able to pay the bills and then congratulate and see, high five, hug, kiss your friends and family that you don't get to see all the time around this season. '51 at Taddy again with a very, 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 very early exit. He was our key behind the scenes, so hopefully again everything's alright with him, with his YouTube pulled up. Back on board with the 38 of Coop, which I would be presuming is the leader. I'm presuming.
He is in second.
Oh!
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong stream. He actually is the leader.
I didn't know you were in here. Mr. Breckhoff, how are you doing tonight, sir? Thank you.
I'm okay. Sorry, I got here a little later, and I kind of thought I might be able to get here. So, 25 laps to go, as far as I can see. I have a private patent streams up, and he's on lap 176, coming on lap 177. But I'm a little behind the live footage that would be on the YouTube feed. 24 to go, and coming to 23 by now. And yeah, the 38 is your leader.
All right, so I was pretty close to it then.
The 12 is in second, and he is at nearly a 3/4 of a lap behind the 38.
Yeah, and then we saw that with their pit strategies, how that panned off. The 12 pitted early, and then Coop pitted in at 38 a lap later. He was getting to his pit box rate as Patton was leaving his pit box. We saw that twice tonight. So a lot of ground to be made up for that 12, but the 38 of Coop is and confirmed the leader. You said that I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. You made me poop my pants a little bit jumping there. I was scared. I didn't even see you jump in here. Whoops.
Well, we know the 38 is driven by Mustard Coop, but that's probably your dad if you've been watching streams of this series in the not too distant past. He got a little loose off the turn 2 there as he tagged the wall, but he's got a lot of leeway, so.
Oh,
Private Pat,
you think that's probably your dad?
that is probably your dad.
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
I didn't know that again because there used to be a guy named Mayo Coop, so I just thought that was just one of the. He was going through all the condiments.
Yeah, no, this is formerly AKA probably your dad.
All right, I like that. Probably your dad too is a very clean driver, very fast. At one point in time, back in the Giggity days when we did have a team, probably your dad was on Knievel Motorsports too. But that's very cool. I like that. I like it. The things you know.
I'm trying to get a Monster Racing in the one car. There's a couple of guys that are B series guys, and they were allowed to move up. Monster Racing was one of them, I believe.
I think Monster's been here for the last couple of weeks. One name we're missing tonight, though. Uh, we are missing Shackett. We're missing Justin Shackett. I know he's
Right.
supposed.
Okay.
And contact. The 11 gets spun around. Make contact with the rear of the 1. The 11 of Warpig bounces off the wall back there again. Warpig having a very difficult struggling night tonight. Missing his wheel settings, and then that right there is going to not make him happy as the one of Monster Racing gets to the back of that second place 12 of Private Patton. Is that the battle for second and third? Or is
I think that's
Monster
just
a
Private
lap?
Patton. Yeah, I think they're a lap behind each other. Private Patton is solely in second place here. Monster's actually in 8th.
Okay.
I don't know if this 34 car is for position though.
The 34, that is Spanker.
He's another one that moved up from the B sliders last night right at Iowa.
Yeah, that's a name that I got to say a long time ago, too, doing some of this. I haven't got to say it for a while. I was glad to see him back. And again, Aquatati out in the first stage real early tonight, breaking. That was unfortunate.
Yeah.
I just hope everything's all right because I know he had some stuff going on. But let loose, making a move around Spanker, the 37 and 34. The 38, though, of Coop, still confirmed as the leader.
Yeah, class of his own. He is a straightaway, just a little bit more than the front straightaway behind the 12 Private Patton, which would put Private, I assume, a lap down. I think he's still in the lead lap.
For Private Patton to go a lap down, that's got to say something. The only time I've seen him really have some misfortune was a couple weeks ago when he missed pit lane not once.
Well, he's got 12
not twice,
laps to do
but
it.
3 times in one race, and that's very uncharacteristic out of one of our very, one of our league regulars who is very proficient at winning these races.
Well, if Mustard Coop is to lap the second place car, putting the entire field at least one lap down, he has 11 or 12 laps to do it. And he is, like I said, he is gaining on him, but it is a decent distance in a short period of time. I'm sure he'll make it.
If Coop's got that much of a lead right now, this is where you just sit back, save, relax, don't push, roll, don't overturn. And it looks like Coop's coming down the pit lane right now, so he probably didn't have enough fuel to get to the end.
Yeah,
or
Patton's
tires
sitting
because
just
Dover eats them up. So let's jump back over here to... Patton's now down pit lane too.
Yeah, Patton, he went in just before.
Yeah, I was just going to say, judging by the way that looks, so Patton came down right before it. This has been the stereotypical of the night, Patton a lap before Coop. Are they going to take fuel only with less than 15 to go, assuming?
It looks like the 12's taking tires. He took at least 2 tires.
Yeah, at least right side's right there. Let's see what Coop does. Coop's still on there. He's got, yep, so I think he might have just taken, pretty quick. So it might at least taken rights.
Spenker's also on pit road. I think he's in 3rd. I'm going to guess that he's in 3rd place. He looks like he also got 2 tires. Unless they took no tires, but they didn't take 4, that's for sure.
No, absolutely not. No 4 balonies for these guys right now. No, they did not get 4 freshies. 2 for sure, and probably, I'd say at least a half can, obviously, for 12 laps. Maybe a can. It's been a while since I have done some console racing in practice. I can't remember all the statistics and details on it. I'm glad to be back on the commentating broadcast side of it, though, as I'm on board with Spanker, and the 12 of Private Patton has just gotten around him. So I'm going to jump on board with Patton. He can see with 2 cars in front of him, though, with the leader of Coop being the 3rd car in front of him. So he's got 2, are they lap cars? That's Monster and Just Ken. Are they for position? Can he track them down? Will they cause him any problems to get around him to try to track down Mr. Mustard Coop right there? Because now this is a lot closer than what it was, unless somebody's lap down.
We'll find out here.
I'm going to have to start finding out who streams and who doesn't and pulling everything up. I normally rely on one person. Again, I
Jose Protege, the 4 car of Jose Protege, he is in 6th place.
Jose is in 6th. And, oh!
Right now the 4 is the leader, I think. 4 who didn't.
The 4 is Jose.
The 3 is the leader then.
Okay, that's just Ken. So I'm on board with Private Patton, who is getting to the 3's bumper as we speak.
You're right by each other.
So we're going to stick with this just for a second, see if Private Patton can get around that 3 car, see if that is for 4th position. But Jose,
the 4 car
again,
is going to go a lap down.
Yeah, I've seen Jose jumping back and forth, and we know that's not his driving style. He's a very good driver. I think he's having some technical issues tonight, some lag issues, because I've seen him bicycle and take somebody else out and jump high and jump low, and Just Ken follows the 4 car up into the wall. The 4 tries to come down, keep it off of Private Pat right there, and
Private
4
Pat
again.
On fresh tires.
Oof. That was a great job by the 4 to keep it off of everybody, but where is Coop? There's Coop. Coop's now going into 1. He's got RJ Smitty right in front of him. Coming off of turn 2, keeps it clean, keeps it off that. Never mind. Nope, he clipped it.
Yeah, that's Jose Protege just ahead up there in the red car.
So yeah,
RJ Smitty.
RJ Smitty's right in front of him in the 53. So yeah, so there's a straightaway between the 38 of Coop and Private Patton. Can you who's the leader? Patton's the leader.
Well, right now the 3 of Just Ken is the leader, but I'm assuming he still has to pit. There is 2 laps to go. Maybe he saved enough.
Yeah, maybe he did, but at the same time,
he's coming to 2 to go right now. Well, not right now. Sorry, that would be YouTube right now. So 7 seconds to go.
so he just crossed finish line. He's down the back stretch. Just Ken getting passed by the 34 Spanker going into 2 and 3 and 4, but he did it. He let him go pretty cleanly. So again, he's running. What's he? This should be the white flag lap.
I think the 3's out of gas.
Yep, I think he is too. I think he is out.
Or he finished.
Oh, unless that was the race.
That could have been it, yeah, because people are a lap down, and I'm not totally sure. where everybody is. So that could be
I
the end
think
of
that
it.
was the race. So Ken just
Yeah,
won.
just Ken won the race. His first race here in the A Series, driving for the new RCR team. I'm his owner,
Or
by the way. So
unless he's coming down to pit lane. He's coming down to pit lane. Wouldn't it
no,
take
he's
it?
done. It's done. He won. Just Ken's your winner. Mustard Coop finishes in second. Private Pat in third. Let Loose is fourth. That's all the cars on the lead lap. RJ Smitty's fifth a lap down. Monster Racing sixth. Spanker in the 34th, seventh. Jose Protege ends up eighth, 2 laps down. Warpig was 6 laps down in ninth. And Aquatati is still in the top 10, though, 156 laps down.
So look at that! You jump in at the last second just to watch your guy win.
Yeah, baby. RCR. I
Yeah.
wasn't even gonna gloat about it at first because I didn't know where Just Ken was running. He has no teammate. He was all alone out there tonight.
Yeah, I know where you're coming from on that too. Petty cars don't have a lot of cars, so. But no, congratulations to you as a team owner, and congratulations to Just Ken. Again, Just Ken's been one of those names that we've got to been able to say and see for a long time, from Giggity to Cringe all the way up to GC Sports here right now. But congratulations to you and your team and Just Ken for making that happen.
You want to try and get him in here?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm broadcasting, so I don't, like I said, I didn't know. I told him I didn't know if we could get them up here or not. You know what I mean? Because I don't have to. I think I got a lot of those guys as friends, but I don't have the blue screen and stuff. But if you got them up here,
I'm trying to find him, so I forget what starts his name.
XX.
That's right. Anyone else, you'll have to add him.
And in the broadcast too, I did say I'm running one of the cooler cars, except for his paint schemes that I enjoy. Of those 3 cars, that's one of
If
my
you want to
favorites.
add Private Patton or Coop, go right ahead. I don't have either of them, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think I've got Pat, but I don't. Again, I don't know how to do it on the PlayStation. I don't want a blue screen. My phone's
Yeah,
in the other
I don't
room
have
now. I
either of
just
them
put it on
for you.
charge.
Well, there's my boy right there.
Ken, are you gonna always allow?
1 second, and I'll let you know. I think I am. I had to go to the bathroom.
Again, thanks to everybody here at GC Sports who helps put this on, all the commentators and broadcasters throughout the week, all the participants, everybody tunes into YouTube. If it wasn't for you guys, it wouldn't be possible.
Yep, I'm all good.
Well, just Ken, you put the fishing pole down to come win a race.
Right now, wow, deer rifle right now, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah, I've
Well,
been.
that was some strategy pulling that paid off. So real happy about that. First
So what
race.
did you do? You just took care of your tires or saved fuel?
Yeah, you had to conserve fuel because at Dover you kind of you lose it every lap instead of gain a little bit. So you just got to conserve what you got and run it to the end of, it gives you 41 laps. So you got to run it all the way to the end of the 41 laps.
That is a sputter coming to the line? Where was that?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I did on stage 2 and the final stage.
Jose out there in YouTube land says good win to you.
Yeah, that was I didn't expect to win right off rip, but yeah, that works out.
Yeah, way
He
to
said he'll
announce your
take it.
presence with authority.
What's that?
Way to announce your presence with authority here on
Yeah,
the
well,
A-side.
I don't want to get too pushed
Maybe we
around,
just found the right track for you to start on.
Well, I don't even know that that's just a strategy, fella. I mean, I could hold my own, but Patton and Mustard Coop were way faster on the long run.
Yeah, well, it's not just about going faster. It's about getting the right strategy and racing smart. You surely did that tonight. Unfortunately, we won't have the other 2 in here to tell us what happened for them. But regardless, like, congratulations, Ken.
Yeah,
Live it
appreciate
up.
it.
Drink
Yep.
the champagne.
Heck yeah.
Shoot me a deer and send me some jerky.
Yeah, man.
Ever since I moved, down to Texas, all of our personal belongings are still up in Ohio, so I don't have any of my guns or anything. So, plus,
Oh yeah.
I just now got my full residency, so I can't go hunt or anything yet. I had to get a 3-day temporary pass just to go fishing a while back. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep. Yep.
slug me some jerky. I'll pay you for it.
Yeah, man. That jerky, man. That's the pulling out of the woods fee. Dragging dragging it out. You got to come drag one out for me.
All right, I'll come up that
No.
way.
Yeah, no, I'm kidding.
I'm on
Yeah.
my way. I'm on my way. You knock it down, I'll pull it out. But
Heck yeah.
congratulations on your win, especially for your team owner too, who was able to help me out tonight, which is a big deal too. Again,
Yeah.
sorry to everybody out there in the YouTube land for the broadcast starting late, but we got it in, we got it done. We wanted to make sure that again everybody out there in the A class got their limelight, got their time in the spotlight, and got their well-deserved time. And Ken said, "I'm going to do it at Dover tonight. I'm going to do it at Dover."
Appreciate it. I got another one to hit before I'm off here for the night, so
Oh
I'm
damn,
gonna
you
get
you
over
better
there.
get going then, 'cause I know I'm
Yeah.
Central Time. If you East Coast time, you better get going.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, man. You guys have a
Congratulations.
good one. Thank you.
All right, good job, Ken. Thanks,
Th-
Puddin'. I'll
yeah,
catch
man.
you guys
Thank you.
soon.
All
All
right,
right.
for everybody here again at Juicy Sports, thanks for tuning in. I am Puddin' Knievel Brink helping out at the last second, jumping in. Just Ken for the win. Congratulations to Mustard, Coop, and Private Pat. And we do apologize for not being able to get them up there just because of the chats and everything were formed out. Please, if I don't talk to you beforehand, still stay safe out there. Wear your mask, especially around the holiday seasons when everybody's going to be all clustered together. I am Put Evil. I am also very hungry, so I'm going to go eat some food right now. Thank you again to Taddy. Unfortunately for him, but we will look forward to seeing you guys back tomorrow night in the GC YouTube on a Wednesday night and watch those guys have at it. Y'all be safe. Bye.